Hey guys, it's Lizzie. So for one of my courses, I wrote an essay on Peter Singer for our last essay, and I have read a lot of his books because I did debate in high school, so I needed philosophy research. But I was really surprised that he has so many haters. Like when he got elected to be a professor at Princeton, there were like all these protests, and I also found a lot of like Christian blogs that were like saying Peter Singer is spreading the myth that there could be good without God. And there were a bunch of blogs like that, Christian blogs, just hating on him that really irritated me. And I want to talk about the whole like good without God thing today, because I definitely think there can be good without God, in the sense that someone who doesn't believe in God can do good things. They can be a good person. They can be more moral than someone who claims to be a Christian and does believe in God. Morality is inherent to human beings. We are moral creatures, and I believe that that comes from God. That's what being made in the image of God means, that we are intuitively wanting to be good people. And so I never have thought that if someone doesn't believe in God, that means they're just this terrible, evil person. And anyone who thinks that is just wrong. We have laws in our society legislating morality. Do not murder. Do not steal people's money. Do not lie in court. And these laws apply to everyone regardless of religion, because universal morality is inherent to everyone. Morality isn't a religious thing. It isn't a Christian thing. It's a human thing, because humans are a God thing. I think one of the reasons that all these blogs on the internet are so annoyed at Peter Singer is because he is so much more moral than a lot of Christians are in how he thinks of the poor in third world countries. He believes that we should be donating significant portions of our income to help the people who are dying in poverty. I do too, but you know, a lot of Christians don't. If you look at the statistics for, mostly he had statistics for the US, like most people are not donating, and most people claim to be Christian, claim to believe in God. I think it might scare some people that he's an atheist, yet he has this really moral lifestyle. But I think it also points to like this general misconception in Christianity. I think a lot of people think that Christians are good. Jesus died on the cross so that we could be good. The Bible is given to us so that we can be good. And of course that should definitely be an effect of being a Christian, but that's not the main thing. The main point is falling in love with God, talking to God, getting to know Him, finding delight in knowing God. My public speaking teacher was actually showing us one of his speeches that he gave at a university, and he was talking about how the problem with Christianity is that we are bored in church, and we look at Christianity like a list of things you shouldn't do, like stuff not to do, when really it should be about this relationship with God, where through falling in love with God and loving Him and finding just delight out of singing to Him and talking to Him, then we automatically become a more moral person, because we stop wanting material things and we start wanting to help other people and wanting to just care less about ourselves, because we realize that we're nothing when we think of like humanity, and compared to God, we're nothing, and we gain our identity through God. But back to atheists. I want atheists to be good people. I want them to be moral. I want to be inspired by them to be a better person. Romans 1 tells us that when people who don't believe in God do good works, that is glorifying God, because we're all made in the image of God. And the whole good without God thing, it's definitely like a true statement, but I almost think that whenever someone does good, that includes God, because God is good. And I don't at all think that the whole good without God concept annoys God as nearly much as it does all these evangelical blogs I was reading. And to be honest, I think a lot of Christians are good without God, because I think a lot of people had this misconception where they read the laws in the Bible and they're like, okay, I'm gonna follow this, and they try to do that apart from their relationship with God. And I think that's what we should be focusing on. Jesus is like, yo, instead of pointing out the speck in your neighbor's eye, like take the log out of your eye. We're trying to be good without God by not having a relationship with God and trying to have this moral lifestyle and replace that with like passion and love for God. In Greek, the word for good is agathos, and then another word is kalos, which means good, beautiful. Kalos is used in Genesis 1 when God says like God created this and it was good. Kalos means good, beautiful. That's what is used there in the Septuagint, which is the Greek translation of the Jewish Old Testament. Anyways, so kalos and agathos are really cool words that I should be studying for my Greek final right now with our awesome textbook. Shout out to Machen. But my final's on Monday, and I'm so excited because I love Greek so much. Anyways, guys, I will make so many videos over Christmas break, which is in like 5 days, and I love you guys so much. Bye.